Okay. So the same thing I know, I got England, I need a passport of England. From that moment, you will get English. Because you can Spain, the same thing. So when this thing I don't understand how this is reason. Is it Igbo based on your ancestors? Which kind of mentality is that? That mentality does not work. Look at in Port Harcourt. One man came from this place in the Kehana or that from Zimbabwe, because not Zambia. Obana Port Harcourt or Gorane or estate. This estate belongs to that man forever and ever. If you go to Lagos and buy land and build estate, that estate belongs to you forever and ever. So what are you talking about of ancestral land? Immediately that people will come to your land and buy everything off. You will become homeless person. Because government were right, always. So if you stay away from government, the government will use government power and take all those land from you. And the if himself, he will go down, they got that land, there certificates of occupancy, and they ownership. So through by business, only by business, he owns a property, not by ancestry. Go to every civilized world, every land belongs to government, not even China. So in Africa, in future, it will be like that. Get prepared. Now, things are okay. All these things, we're here now through merchandise. We're merchandise, where those things happen. This India's neighbor. Wait, you will see one man one day come to power and say, all this land belongs to government from today. I pass the law. You could see a nonsense, you go and sit down. So as long as I believe this Igbo as an ancestral relationship, it has never worked and it cannot work. So it must be based on what our ancestors did, based on agreement. Igwe be Igwe. Igwe, as in Igwe be Ike. So Amu Igwe bu Amu Igwe. That is what to unify you, what to make that power. How did this power? Because Igwe or power. Amadio have Amu Igwe, Amanke Dio, or Hanile. You got Amadio have Amu Igwe, which is Amao, Amanko, Igwe Bike, Igwe Koritano, no fu. So Anyi Merina something fundamental. That is it. So all this thing can as a human being. In the agreement between you and the creator. That agreement we are replicated. I with the same thing, like Otu so that agreement with the creator. Then I replicate in our community. You got to go, but you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't know this agreement you have with the creator, that the creator making you progressive, how are you going to replicate the progressive again to society? Because he want to get. So our people are giving what is not good to our society and it's the land. So this is your story. This is your story. Then you replicate here into your community and give back to the community. Once the life gives you, nature gives you, it gives the community. But if nature does not give you, this is why you reap the community. You reject them, you reap them. Because you are not giving anything to them. Everything about for them is so number one, Magodi hold my story, which is in Takara mystery. This is my story, your own story. I am talking about my own. You will talk about your own story. So this is your story. Ina nyoga sege ndembo. Ntakara sege ndembo, which is your ancestors. This is your ancestors. The angels. The angels. About your history. Followed by Ndiobu, which is the same. Then followed by Ndiegede, which is the black. Followed by Ndichie, which is the heroes. This thing, systematic instruction. System means harmony, to be in accord with the universe. Right?
all this telling.
You don't go against the tide. This is in the record. So you don't go against the tide. You got that? So this your story is talking about unification between you and the creator. First, I know what about that one. Then you must understand it because it's an idea. Because the life is run by ideological. You got to go. The idea of creation is trying to teach you the idea of creation, your own story, the story of creation. So a way you were singing oh Chineke. You got that? So that your sperm happen from your body go to that woman. You got to go. Then this is sperm was simple, nothing but memory. Is memory, nothing more, nothing, just memory. This memory by that place or develop according to memory. So now this memory with information of 20 degrees centigrade. The capacity that will run electrical, because the electrical inside your blood, and we have potassium. This potassium on make current between your pineal gland and your bloodstream. So this potassium, all the high is where they say you have high blood pressure. You got to go. So this potassium need rebalance so that your blood pressure will not go high, so that your heart will not beat very fast or very low. You got to go. So all those things are basics because your body is connected with the land. That's why you walk in a hard dada. You got to go. All the electric in a hole. With the wave, just like if on the modern space, if you can see a move in a space, just the same way it's a move here. Once you got a destiny, you will keep putting plane, you will keep my plane or jepuning. You will hear plane or magnet. Because magnetism magnet. All magnet my plane now hang you. You might not believe too much. All magnet because you will tell magnet of Bajie, chalk or no guy. So all tankers were aeroplane opposite magnet, so that it go when we can that on it. That's why it's not I will secure, most secure something plane because of no magnet. So when you get a plane, maybe when you get make all down less more electrical error or when engineering error, yes. With that engineering error, when you get make a plane because of magnet, or that got through magnetism, electric and magnet, or you have electromagnetism, electric and magnet. You got to so. This thing will power basics. You got to go in your life. That's your body. With your container. That's not container. I want my own because I'm 60, we're 120, we're 240, then we're 360. Yeah, this whole process. Then preconscious mind was 60. Subconscious mind 120. Unconscious mind 240. Then conscious mind 360. So this thing down, that's your body. Oh, na your engine na run 240. Each you may something na 60. Oga have na your brain. Each not na 60. Chalk you may something in 240. Oga have your brain. Always do say everybody according to their size. Cut your code according to your size. You got that. So on your can here. So all they got a go level of 60. If you go there, you got maybe as that me. Or one no na 60. A chalk here may 240. You got say according to nonsense because it's not your size. So all na this is your story, Imagia. You gotta you know what? Because you might have made the monkey fine. No, that is not, you can't do that. You must know even if you want to enter motor to go to Lagos, you must know where you are going in Lagos. If you say Lagos, it's already always on solo Lagos, Lagos, non so moto na Lagos. Yes, bata moto non so like Lagos. Makwa na iru Lagos. Aga na oje leba. Mo aga na esoro lele. Mo aga na ikota. Mo okota. Owo hiru se Lagos, nsi giri tuo. Isi nwanne, onwere wannu mi nwere ya adịghị biko. Ka m lahụ na nke gị na ebe na-eje amaham. You know, they like that. So a ga-agwagode gị sị gị your moto, that's why jizikwa ndebe anyị your moto ihe ọ na-agba because mgbe ọ bụla a mụrụ gị that thing has to do with your sperm. That is sperm mkpụrụ gị ụzụ kpụrụ gasị na onye amaghị ụzụ kpụrụ ya. That is sperm mkpụrụ gị nwere memory, o nwere memory ọ contain. Ihe a bụ ihe anyị nwere onwe anyị have to do, you got to go to understand. You got to nke aka ọrụ anyị, ọ bụrụ nke hapụ your problem. You got to go to know kedu ihe this your ya contain. Anyị marazi ihe ọ contain, anyị maka ọ dịziri ịgwa gị sị gị na moto gị na-agba 60. You got to go na ihe ị ga na-eme. You got to go na ihe ị kwesịrị ime. Moto gị na-agba 120 or moto gị na-agba 240. Na ihe ị ga-emenwu na ihe na-agaghị eme. That's why we create a religion, create Orwan, create Islam, create a Christianity, create a Buddha, because of bed of the same feathers flies together. Everybody were different level on. You got that. So that's why we were Amambala. Amambala simple means Eastern world. Imo means Western world. You got that. So anywhere Igbo will do that inside the Igbo land. Then we're east, south, north, and west. Now the same Igbo. Got that we want Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Owerri. You got that. So what you was aware I have on Owerri can Owerri, muddy Owerri, because we became Owerri. You got that. Once Ibrana Miri, you were Owerri, western world, you were Owerri. You got Owerri. That is here I'm gonna remember Owerri. You got that. So now, Orona, you got these things. Then, Manana, over about on our church on a Jimba, it goes to that reflection of what became. It does not mean that now what became was more like here because not our church. No, I've got a basics of life. Edge with the DCOG Africa, they send Dutch and West, or the Danyang, they send down Wanyang. Yeah, go to China and Asia. You got that good. So that is basics of life. No, I mean in China, but I'm not what that's the thing. That use the advantage of understanding because of knowledge. A use the advantage of knowledge. Position that how to present that scholar. That's what we're saying. You must do so. If not, go. Only you don't you may hear that in Dutch will come and move you there. Because in a table, you got to go. So Undoji now, only Uroji in a your law and all those things. Ndoji kwesịrị wepụ onye aha n'ọkwa tinye onye na-emeji omume because I need project our image to protect our image. You got that? Because I want to protect your image. And also we maybe see you by our not today. You got to go as anybody pass. Somebody can name me or Joanna. So most important thing everybody, you got to know this is your story, your own story. Kedimoto ihe moto gị na-agba. Then kedu mgbe a mụrụ gị? Kedu ebe planet nọ? Ndị Africa enweghị this astrological Europe. No, because I enweghị the same weather with Europe. Onye ojii amụ na bekee. Yes, o nwere ibu. The genetic number one, engine motie. Then number two, the location, because that environment nọ n'ime don't know play the role of the preconscious mind. Mgbe ha nwatakịrị a na-enwebeghị onwe ihe ọma. Those mkpụrụ osisi ahụ ifuru ebe ahụ ikuku ha na-ekupụta ya ka nwa ha na-ekuru. That in us that God funyere Adam ofu nke mkpụrụ obi ya. All that in our preconscious mind, those environment, all ya ka nwa ha ga-ekuru wee mee ya ọfụ in 3 days. After 3 days ya mụrụ nwa ha. Environment bụ ihe kunyere ukwu nke mkpụrụ obi ya wee fụ ụzọ. Ọwụ na environment ahụ adịghị mma nwa ha enwe na-ekele gị ndị beginning. You got to go. Because they possess, the spirit you possess, but the priesthood of Amoga. That's why our people were that is hardly addicted to Ihojo and the flash something. Because all had that environment, at the first time. So that's why every day they clean their land because I'm more for every moment. So that the environment can protect umaka. Then okay for that some preconscious mind or balance of conscious, which is animal nature. You got to go. That's why you can Western world, all of them which are animal, or many of them. Then we go the zoo. You got to go. Now I animal movie so that animal be here. Their brain that level, because all level of the mind, and where power of the mind, which is angel, where nature of the mind, which is saint, where state of the mind, which is monarch, where's the rest of the mind, which is indiche. You got to go. So any level of okay, that's the first one, but power, which is the trees. Our power because again the vegetable. Yes, power of the. You got to go. So Abraham.
Be on mute, be on mute.
So the guys were there. This is the power of the mind. This power of the mind, that is below animal nature. Then the nature of the mind, the nature of the mind, the animal nature. So this animal nature, from this animal, because their brain is synchronized with the human mind. So information from human mind in their own synchronicity. So our animal would level because animal will more. Because I go more. Then animal have get penetrate with their mind. So I won't is none of your own environment as then here get project, get possess inside a child destructive mind because one never had a well educated enough to possess a good spirit from the child. That's why you go to any developed nation, they understand this thing. They treat their animals very well, make them friendly, because everybody know one I contribute to everybody development. Ukwesi preconscious, animal, subconscious. Before you animal, because I'm an animal, like I'm an animal, they want one animal, they want hot. Oh, negasi animal, they want odd, and then I joke on well, I gauge. A gazi animal, and the joke on which is anyway. You got to go, and one have was a state of the mind, monkey. You got to go, a gacha monkey, a gazi modern ditch. You got to go. This thing now, this first one, the power of the mind, the theoretical mind. Then nature of the mind, they will get a critical mind. Then state of the mind, they will get a logical mind. Then rest of the mind was the intuitive mind. So this first principle, he questioned as what they means, how they are, or now we get exam. You will write them as an exam, you study them, you may exam. So that your brain will keep me up. So you got to go. We go to destiny. Then more any disease may need the profession may need. He got for everything inside that book. We rule profession on the bar. Akaraka can acquire. Egosia akaraka the ban akaraka. Then he uses here that your gene can be genetic or about 60. Okay, got for Nima in about 60. Neo Dioro gathering okay. In about 120 na akaraka. In about 240 na akaraka on our speedometer. In about 360 na your speedometer. You got that. So all those things is very, very important for every human existence. Everybody. That's why they might create a job so that they can not work na that company. You got a advantage because it's a privilege. Because no the first stage. You got to go on over here. I set up businesses and then I accuse a class and like in them nature. That's all because now forced to stage by option. You got to go because what they have one had digit. So because we want the mother here so that they can get information, I not bicycle. You got to go so they have more like that. So Ubiben. All I may capture distance. I could, my brothers. When you get money and you got nothing. Because each this story, don't add it to non story. anyị erubeghị nke general story, anyị erubeghị na ntọala anyị mba. Ntaakara bụ each person story because ị ga-akọwa onwe gị. Ọ na-eme ije na ebe iji ikwu okwu na crowd. Ise afa m bụ nọ nso nke nwa. Esi m ebe dị ona. Imagination, the idea, the memory, you got to give where bịa. Ya akọwago dị. Ịkọwasịzie ya. Ife ekwubezi ya ejide nwe egbo n'aka tupu ajụwa nwa ọ na-erikwe. So dịka nsi wee kwuo n'ime ntaakara anụnwa na-ekwu okwu ya. Ihe ọ na-achọ ịkọwa ebe ahụ bụ matter and the spirit. Ihe a na-akpọ spirit n'oyibo bụ ether. You got to go spirit a na-akpọ inflammable fluid. This thing unu ga-afụ ya n'ime dị akwụkwọ. Because this is what everything you see is about matter in motion, period. Nothing more, nothing else. What you see outside is nothing but expression. That thing with imagination, then a memory. That's why if you watch television, you see people inside television. All the imagination, not in the that's inside that memory. Can you hear memory and content? Or content the content of the memory. An idea. What is the concept of the idea? The concept of the idea on Torah. The concept, the abstract. That information then that is where the illusion lies. If you miss this information of Ntakara, then once you be an Torah, you will escape. Because all you will navigate. You got to go. That is map. This is your story map. Then this map again is the compass. Okay, because I'm gonna get boys. More than I'm gonna get boys. After 3 days, young was information of reflection. You got to go. And that expression is metrics. So actually, Odoga anyway enough. So say enough. A couple no genihu, bottle no genihu, computer no genihu. That means enough. Yeah, we are not going enough for physical something. So it's here for something. Reality of life is between your mind. Because all your mind can examine here for outside. You got to go verify here before you validate here. So without having all those mind, how they work, understanding them, you are not going anywhere. That's why we fight ordinary politics. One, you have to create anything. You have to be proactive. Igbo means proactive. So for you to be a human being, how create a politics now good for you? You create one that is working for you. You don't have to go and fight something somebody created. No. If you go to somewhere, it's not working for you. You create one that resonates to your own existence. Simple. Pump and play. If this one does not resonate to your own existence, you create another one that resonates to your own existence. That is common sense. You go and fight something somebody created. It makes no sense. You have no knowledge. You have no information. You got to. So we be number one, good. Get prepared for these things. You got to go. These things because number one, power. Gene power. Amigwe. Gene amigwe. You got to go. Amigo. Principle of mentalism. Mental. The power of the mind. All mental. That's the mental power of the mind. So number one, good. You must understand this power of the mind. If not, when nothing. That's why you are going to matter in motion. Once matter not in motion, motor na boss or you walk back in a door, you got for your name. But once na motor na boss, and when anything or bone on email by and inflammable fluid or rock. You got to okay, so once there is an explosion, there must come out light. It's a must. And if there is memory of imagination inside that explosion, they will begin to react. So all that the reaction of that memory inside that thing, kind of was Amadioha, which is electro and magnetism. Amadi and Oha, electric and magnet. You got that onion behind about today as every visible light. And all that is where the laws located is where from Uraki say. You got to go. All the imagination make this Aki say, all by imagination they are made. nothing more, nothing else. So all those things you know as physical, it does not mean because you your mind number 60 or 120. You don't need to go far because before anything I can onye ọbụla ga-anọ na nke na-akwụrụ ya. So ntakara abụrụ general. So before I ebido the school, kedu ihe moto gị na-agba? The same information, but anyị ga-akụziri gị based on your own level of understanding. Based on your own level of understanding. A simple angel, saint, monarch, and the heroes based on our own tradition. Then, our own education, primary, secondary, university, and graduate. Then, our mind development, our theoretical mind, a logical mind, critical mind, logical mind, and the intuitive mind. So, this thing, all they're not easy. You got to see everything about life, how this life changed. Agu means color vibration. Everything is vibration. It's nothing but vibration. Everything is nothing but vibration. So basically, you must understand it this way. Then I can see now this entire. Anya ekube maka ezi omume ezunori abona amoge funanya, which is amu igwe. Then I can inner evolution. Oga habuzi ezunori abona amoge funanya. Oga habuzi theoretical mind, critical mind, logical mind, and intuitive mind. You got to go the same thing, but academic nekumaka critical mind. Then over na tradition or systematic instruction. Systematic instruction. Academic. Academic here is logical mind, in theoretical mind, intuitive mind. Then tradition here. That is the same thing, but accounting academic. So all those two things as your life. So if one is critical mind, the same thing can mean. So igazie nke na ezo bụ nke aka ndị a because ya gara nye gị nri nkụzieri mmadụ ọmụrụ ihe m then ọ gaghị awụzi m gotu ya. So nke ga na-agwa ndị mmadụ ezi omume ezinụlọ agba na-ama oge ịfụnanya nke theoretical mind a ị ga-ejide etinye n'akpa because ọ ya ga-abụ ihe ị ga-eji wee depend onwe gị bụ eji ịchọ ọrụ ma ọ bụ nakwa na ị nwere ọrụ nke gị ma ọ ijere ibi ego na bank. You will use logical mind, critical mind, intuitive mind to understand and ascertain ihe a na-achọ ime ihe a chọrọ ime. Then you will in cause of place as your character and value. You will say in place as your mind, this means and the head. The head, the back and the right brain. The heart, back left brain, which is your we place in the heart. Then which is those critical mind, logical mind we place at the head. You already two things. But anywhere in the world, you become champion of the champions. Not even in football, we play the best. So maybe, and you get based on this thing here. Your story, don't let anybody deceive you in believing on Igbo, collective Igbo without anything. It does not make any sense. Igbo Obuna should be based on Amigwe. If not, nothing like Igbo there, because it's not about sentiment or emotion. It's about reality. We are going to help each other, nurture each other, be each other's care. So if not, tell me how this person will save you in time of need. It can. So it doesn't make any sense. So all must be, and in those ordinary have started, and we must complete the mission. The way to us, there is no other way. Hajo anya garoro nwanyi somewhere else biri oya lanso and we live there. So we will not need Abakaliki, I don't care. I don't know. So when you judge.
What's that about?
ama na unu ji baịro na-edetu ihe edetu ọkwa na-ekwupụzi ọnụ
Akwa nọ na recording. Otu m save anọ save. Ka nje from recording ya.
so when I try to ajụ in 30 minutes we will close because I chọrọ ka m na-eme because of the record IDSS. So the 30 minutes time will close so that if I wait at least I video from 6. I mentioned 7:30, 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, so that I won't carry on which I don't tell the position for them.
Go down, please.
Ọ dị ka ndị bịara taa ihe nna.
Le mmadụ nọ here na mmadụ 11 nọ here. A na-eche ihe a ga-ekwu.
Ụmụnne ekedekwa m aha m bụ Ifesinachi. Nwa just mana anụ m your last statement about ezi omume ịnọ na the heart and critical thinking in your right brain. Because when you break into that critical thinking down small, na mama how the kiku kowale already.
Yes, I told me already. Oh, this is not a theory. You got to go. He had a educational process. That educational process is divided into 4 levels of education. That 4 levels of education. Number 1, theoretical mind, you get developed first. You got to go. Bible now quite in January. All these books, how to develop this theoretical mind is there. You got to go. Theoretical the body, that's your body, ibu ebiowa. That's your chiga, ibu ebiowa, because chiga, that's your electrical body and a boogie. You got to go. No where your content, no where in them memory of content 60 degrees centigrade. You got to go on our speedometer 60 degrees. When they contain memory, speedometer about 120 degrees. When they contain one negative rogato, Bugus or Potowa, assist, go our last born on 120. That's no fun about both Chinek. But so when then about 240, wasn't about 360 or do
Then I'm not finished. Why do you office? You feel?
One night when because me to go the mic again.
Oh. Go wait to go past through.
Ife, are you there?
Ife, give me favor. Ife.
One me to go the Ife because all from game my coach. Go stop again. Go ahead.
So they can see when all the Uzonano anwa eke orie afọ nkwọ ịghọtago. So each one of them na-agba nwere speedometer ọ na-agba. Then eke na nkwọ ahụ mgbatu ka ọ na-agbatu. Then mkwagozi oge bido from ahụ orie nkwọ then eke. So all this speedometer, all speedometer on a level of speedometer now. So that's a theoretical wow.
Okay.
My God. If it could be me to go, should I can do?
So they can see when I work. That critical mind I have from the first theoretical mind, which is the preconscious mind. So this thing you need only program that preconscious mind there. By only the program there. Or ever can I was equity. You got to go equity once you get to the last bottom to join the infinite life, become infinite. Then you gotta penetrate because that's your system and will give memory to join the infinite life because infinite life is memory. So why you see that place? Just like a spam deliver na so because of that vibration, you got to go to be able to dictate. So the same thing. All those year or go develop possession, mind possession, because that's a preconscious mind, electric content imaginations. So if you don't program it, then it become authoring mechanism. That is where you become possessed. It's in the manner possessed by evil spirit or by this, but that imagination existing inside preconscious mind. That is why you said and can dibia mokano na bere. As in here only keep pogara where you can make because it's electric, it's alive. So you must program that preconscious mind and about theoretical mind. Then after programming the preconscious mind, which is 3, the nature of ukwisi. Then you program the second one, which is the nature of animal, which is subconscious mind. This is where every evil, every sickness comes from this part of the world. Before you get the program, the subconscious mind, which is where Amosu and the no. Before the rest of the mind. When we give me rest of the mind, all those things, you cannot have rest of mind. For you to have rest of mind, you must program the first 3 minds. If not, there is nothing like rest of mind for you. It can never happen, not tomorrow. Because that is life itself is memory, content, imaginations inside. So you must program them. You don't have to see anything you see, you eat. Only open anyhow, anyhow. You eat anyhow. So you must eat what is necessary for you. Take all those programs. For computer, don't take Apple, Android. No, computer take one program, and from that program you have a lot of things. A lot of things. You got to go. But our people want to eat everything they see in the name of I'm looking for knowledge. Searching for, I don't know what they are looking for. So that is it. I'm only got to him. I only got to body to point out the point out.
Another question I wanna mana for somebody to reprogram that memories, that's that side of the brain.
One
What would be your
I'm going to have academic discipline. I'm going to school.
okay?
We are just putting I not putting this thing now, so that in body school gap, the atom of smell.
Okay.
Yes, I don't I'm telling you just to have the knowledge of it. So when school and you get and you get all those things is to study them. You make exam, make test. Then after this thing, then after everything, then we program your mind with that the same information. You are now you don't have the information, so why are you going to program it?
Okay.
I'm just telling you be away. Because if you ask question, you know more, you understand more, so that when we give you the three,
okay, my same time in your expo na daily. Na you are what you eat, so my model na him gonna eat until then.
That is information.
You don't know about the information in a dig.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
It's your wrong information. Again, with bad program.
That is in art ninja.
Okay, so
Ninja character. And in that you wear. How can you find you in Africa? And I said, my gunga now. When you take a big save by Igabigana court Nigeria. You got that over.
God, email one day.
So one the next when you're not to open it to Haji, open because I got a big lazy. Joma Jagama to Progo. Come on, Garnage.
Nwezala ekene m gị ọgụ ọ na-ekwu adịbatara m na anụ nkụzi na akụzi. Biko o nwebụrụ ajụbụ na our platform, na WhatsApp platform, ihe gbasara idea. Biko nwere ike ime nwa expand na ihe gbasara idea.
Okay, maybe before I quoted that thing before, but anyway, that is first of all idea. You gotta go, followed by concept, followed by content, followed by construct, then followed by concept. You got that? So now, this idea, but that memory, the ideological memory, identity, to identify yourself with something. What is your identity? My story, my mystery, but identity, mystery, because it's mystery is talking about metaphysics. That is where, if you tell people metaphysics, they will have also, because they are afraid of invisible forces, because of metaphysics, but not knowing that in education you have means systematic instruction, which is metaphysics. But if they give you something in neutral, then you don't be afraid of it. Oh, now after school, it's not metaphysics. Why get back? Why get back? So means metaphysics. So you have idea, because idea is not yet manifest. So all teachers here names what a clear autos here or art was it here is all manifest here. So now this idea mystery, which is my story, which is memory, which is imagination. Then the concept was the source of this your idea. Where is the source? Which is the sun. Anyanwụ is the source of this our idea, our memory came from the sun. You got to go. Can you contain moon, which is everything about woman, sun, everything about man. Then construct, contain everything about star, which is your sign, which is that information which we replicate as artwork, whether music or movie. Is constructive. As long as the constructive, you got to go. So once you talk about idea, it's about memory, imagination, mystery, or metaphysics. You got to go. Which is memory, dream, immortality, eternity, and infinite. You got to go. Or mystery, history, religion, culture, whatever. Or tradition, religion, education is something kind of. So okay, there is nothing new there. So what's good about idea? You must ask about concept of the idea, because you cannot, if you don't have idea of something, you cannot do it. Where you give me here now, man. So when I'm mad, I say again, I'm with idea of your idea of your idea of your. Then I think we must have the idea of your name. You cannot do those ordinary, and you cannot follow nonso unless you know the concept of nonso. Those ordinary came out of the sun, memory of the sun. From Ntakara di anyanwụ n'ime. Then onwa bihe di anyanwụ n'ime. Because onwa without anyanwụ, onwa will not have light. Onwa might be there, but ona he reflect up. So anyanwụ ha na-acha akwa wa anyanwụ iwe nwe ike forward. Without anyanwụ ị gaghị forward. Asị gị na anaghị na ndo forward. Once anyanwụ na anaghị acha nwe ike forward. Nwe ike forward. For you to see anyanwụ must not acha. So you don't believe anybody without a concept, The story of Anyanwụ we are talking about, the story of Anyanwụ, which is equity, which is justice, which is law and order, and the punishment. But all those things will be revealed in our work. so that so idea is what I am going to do. So anything just sometimes you can go fair idea ideology, but overall the case I draw there. I was just go I say ideology. Don't want the ideology. Ideology identify with something. So you got to say we just identifying what makes that Igbo. Igbo have in the Madukure na Igbo. Only Igbo na Igbo, so Igbo, which is or Hakat. So only Igbo in Israel, Mezu Rabanamo for Nanya, which you Hakat. You money, I don't even know who you are. So when I say when you village, I don't know. So that is it.
Wabadi ekene mgi nkowa obara ofuma adalu.
You will give them a sentence with the idea now. Attention over.
Yeah, idea about memory, mystery, the story of the sun. And don't say after me.
Okay. Give me your own perception. Is perception. Give me your own perception because the same idea is perception. Give me your own personal perception. That is if I say it there, S and S. You are going to give me your own personal perception. Now, what is your own? We make here just make here some kind of concoction with that idea now.
I have another idea. You have another idea to be a
yes. You use we make another statement. We let that from that place make a statement. Just my village, you know, my shop, you know, my your friend, you anything you know, I go with that language idea before. So you can use whatever we see from a village, you know. We see I had in a village, you know, we see how many years don't know good idea. We see as we as them with a million a village, you know, as on email on a chalk combat. I met to Aka as our chalk walking. The idea also make a statement about something, just a few lines, five lines, 10 lines, 25 to 1. You will hear from Keho de Keho Lugu. Madness here at Toto, Keho Sonatoka.
Okay. Yabro na onwe ukwachi dị na ogwe dị na bai ọ bụ ebe a na-agbakọ and ukwachi ọ na adịghị egbu ya mma ma ọ bụ ka ị ga-adọkapụ ya adọkapụ. So achị ahụ bụ ọ dị tupu amụọ mana ọ dịkwa tupu amụọ nna m chi. So ama
so idea kedu ihe nwere idea ihe mere that ji eme. Yeah, when you see, but you could na that story. Do you not have any idea about that? If you believe in that, because belief is about whether you have the idea or not. Because belief is not real. Because I go believe simple means that you don't know. Belief means I don't know. I believe means I don't know. So because belief is like agreement. You don't know, but I just based on agreement. Because people agree. You can say so we make it to become one. Because everybody wants to know Amadioha. Amadioha is based on direct experience. So if you don't have direct experience, you cannot know. But based on agreement, we can be one. Then gradually, people might have Amadioha has Japuta. So Luta Amadioha have key. I'm a padlock. Amadioha have key. So he wants a padlock of the Amadioha key. And the Okuyahana may ignite the ignition. Flag gas spark here, which is binocular line or heat your potassium on your sang blood. They're not going. So now, do you believe that? If you believe agreement, you agree. Then do you have the idea of that or just you don't know? Okay, just tell me.
Which means
Understand? Do you understand the knowledge? You got the idea of knowledge. Knowledge. Do you have the knowledge of we had our dear?
Like example.
Or general call okay, you just mad.
Or general call, come on, I'm eating on.
I got that don't just say a mum before you. Get our large so Ogo,
Yeah, man.
It's in your Mahaka. I don't know where they did it.
But Maham, go on the Tiano.
Mba, each echo Campusia. This in your Mahe, that Ugoisia, if for that in the inner and anti for the Anayon and make over the Maruku.
Yeah, after Manania.
Not a Mebue, a boy, my
Ba Fubem Keboy, Mabanasi, now they boy Mamaboka, Ibuti, Ibuti.
Acid.
Yeah, Ekureku, now they boy Makibutia. Yeah.
Yes, no knowledge.
And from Yabu was saying,
if Ruko is but any reaction or this reaction, we know if we the reaction, but you know that Ruko is a bot, but he went any idea. Wait,
yeah.
So what? Udo. And when I know one that Konyo on your go Abu Buki.
Among now for the idea no Dinkins like example. Ihe na-emegasị n'ala Igbo na ma ihe gbasara gọọmenti ma ọchịchị obodo na idea nke mfụ n'anya based on ụdọ ọzụzụ enye anyị etu anyị si wee to na-enyere anyị ezigbo ọzụzụ na onye baa na gọọmenti ọ na-eme isi ọ bụ na-asọ gọọmenti eme but no individual lute galanta akara aghọtara ihe a na-akụ so that is the council wee ghọta nke m the idea
so in akọwa na ba anyị na ihe adịghị mma but nwere idea ibere ihe adịghị mma iwe na akọwa na yes
na idea no do to na anya agaro nta akala wee ghọta
understand and knowledge nwere na ndị agaro nta no ya bụ nsogbu
no onye ahụ nsogbu ha no word that na ha just na-eme like that.
Okay, so what? That means the enwere ana rahora ha put the ma ha they are working. So what? Already correct. But how far is it? Wait till you go.
Yes. Ihe what an idea isi nkwenye Igbo mmasị na kwenye si eme ka ekwesị akpọ ya ọzọ ihe si akpa agwa osimago because ihe asị mmadụ i nwere idea ihe onye a na-eme every time ọ rịọrọ achakwụrụ
mana nwanne anyị nwoke jụrụ ajụjụ idea ka ọ jụrụ anya ọ sịghị anyị ya na-akpọ ya n'Igbo ọ jụrụ anyị ajụjụ idea dị mana anyị na-use that language always na anyị nwere idea onye a na-ejibata.
Yeah.
So that means knowledge. Idea means you have any knowledge of this thing. You either when you had an idea of it. You have the knowledge of it. So that is what is happening in our land today. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so idea is just actually made you what is because maybe can do what is different between idea and knowledge. But if you get now anyway, but yeah,
Idea with knowledge.
right. So now what an idea, but just like you know, ihe mere ndị Igbo bụ you know idea because almost na by today almost 80% or even 90% made something. You know, more enjoy 80%. So and actually ekwu maka ndị Igbo. I say, oh, no, kasi so you know, you what kind of idea, but just can this year, man, just like raise is like you know, raise like an idea. Ideology, yeah, you know, raise is like an idea because no, so all tests were got here.
All the correct because so idea by ideology will knowledge. So not person here believe in something, you don't have knowledge of it. Yeah, when I'm on that is why in the Bible we will open and we have a mega so we teach. Our name idea of knowledge of it. It was all guy person any man no who Ghana or commerce Ghana.
Hello, all the cannot work we are
and I all the right. Okay.
On the break.
No.
All the clear.
Oh,
okay. So the thing is, all and the bany marana or kahane work with commerce Ghana. We had it, there were the specialist. They were all concerned about it. Years bonny. You got a Franca is open Akana public. That means I have their idea of Hana, because they have no knowledge of what they're about.
Exactly.
You know, the one night who would like to marijuana.
okay. This idea of something can idea ndozi ọdịnala wo ezi omume ezulori abụla mmụọ ifunanya. We say that is our idea.
Ideology, that means if you go from idea but the ideology. The ideology, because ideology is one idea more. Because once it catch it or in practice, if I say in practice, I will use ideology. Because once I saw methodology, more than about logic, a cosmology, astrology, psychology, more than about religion, I will say practice. So idea of practical. So imagination. So all by the ideology. But you can use amigwe. You can use all nine amigwe ideology of Windows than about amigwe.
Okay, then inside the amigwe, then what does it okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Because he said it's also it's the principle of mental, and then it's the power of mind.
So,
okay.
Do you have idea of you say yes? And when I have the knowledge of it because on the
okay, good.
Those you ideology of Ndozi Ordinary. Yes, I have the idea of Yonako because I have ideology. Okay, the ideology, that means I'm so don't need to be here to say these things because it's common sense. Mind projects something. You open in your mind again because you open in your auto. So only here is your moment. Okay, imagine a moment. So don't need to be here to say that. So I have a job here on sorry. So you make your case. You got to go so very simple as that. So once you go to idea, bro, end road is a beginning.
Yeah.
You got that. So you can have the idea of Windows. No, it's ideology of Windows. Yes.
Yeah.
Idea of not so. Yes. I'm a mihone. Why no? I'm a mihone. They honor. Oh, that is where the ideology comes in.
Yeah, from there you can elaborate. Okay.
Exactly. So, okay. Kedu maka Okaforo? Akwụsịgo na idea nwere ka chọrọ ịjụ ajụjụ ọzọ.
O nwere weni aka.
Ọ wepụgo dị aka na ọ nwanne anyị nwaanyị kwuru okwu before. Where's that cause of this? So all those things I use all those words always. So you get now with idea we can make a lot of understanding from it, just from one word. Something like a concept, sentence. So because everything is abstract. How do magic work? How do this thing is what you have to understand so that you don't be victim of them? How can somebody stay in their house manipulating people somewhere? How can you watch television? Sometimes you begin to try to imitate what you see on television. How can you see somebody flashing money and inside your mind, you begin to want to have money? Why? All these things you must understand the mind, these 4 principles of mind level: preconscious, subconscious, unconscious, and conscious to navigate. If not, you will be victim of this life and direct. So we have to.
Enwe m ajụjụ biko.
Yeah.
Kedu ka anyanwụ si wee bụrụ source of memory?
Because rain, sun rain, all because of physical something in our body. All those things in our, for example, a compromise, here. Without light, there is nothing that will happen without light. Oh, no, for that spam, there is a microscope or sun call. But about golden color corner, oh, that white email looking up with a golden spot inside sun call. So all that distribution, inside it, and with ingredients, so energy, memory, every energy comes from sun, according to science. So without sun, nobody will live here. So without sun, you cannot have memory without sun. See, it's almost impossible. Because all when they meditate move, if you have energy energy dormant energy, unless you energy into kinetic or what. So the only way your energy will be transferred, memory will be transferred from one person or to other, through the sun. Where's it to? Also, mother was in a way of son. This is one of son. Or whether I can spam say put a new boy and come or more was. But not for your son, no, you my son of the ever. So I don't know what Jesus was son. Every god, you know, our son can worship all of them. So I wouldn't saw now memory. What do you mean I worship the German? So that is simple understanding, simple word of understanding, because that is light. Oh no, whole son. Where you can never see anything even a religion. Religion is written in a language, written in me. So every otu nzuzo ọbụla from ụwa, you must see the symbol of sun ebe ahụ. So must, they must, all of them. There is a reason for that. Even ego ndị America na-ekwe ya anyị ga-akwụkwọ ya ebe ahụ anya. So once you understand the sun, you understand memory. And once you understand memory, you will triumph. So don't need to think back. Just think about the food. You gotta go. Just think about employees memory. So if you don't have the sun, employees so the seed, Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world. So if you once you hear about sun, you talk about seed. Anya. So you change it too much, but only if you change too much about what you see over. Take information easy because when you come talking about 60 or 120, talk it information about 240 or copy. So just take it simple like that. Sun, low energy. Because I go so with that energy they do something. You didn't now. You go to if you take microscope, look into the air. So many things, ingredients in half, yeah. So many memory non even there in it. So suddenly so many energy so they would die all memory not that place. That is why what the great work creates because they have understand it. Where were they able because when I got the house now what so that is it. Once the sun, moon, and star, we know our concept, our content, our construct, to construct it in other pieces. We develop more for star. Back at develop a child. So these three things. Oh, where's the horse? No, I am what your mother abandoned here. Jack or that nonsense for now.
Don't we enjoy you?
Awful. Sorry. Then it's one idea, no memory like my story. So one dream.
Yes.
Dream.
No. Memory before dream. Memory first, then dream. Dream or concept.
Okay.
Idea or memory. I count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 1 of idea, which is memory. Dream or number 2, which is concept. So I can an idea, which is memory.
Okay.
Dream no one just about dream, but a dream. But now I know good memory kind because dream I nature na memory. Nature na memory what the dream now. Because everyone is that is in rob. You are just going with it. In a ganime, you were there. Okay, Muchiranya, I know if lose. In a hole and away and upon Nime goes in that in dream imagination of Nime.
Yeah.
On imagination, God.
Thank you.
Manager of the managers. Ajemba who like no type Bulgarian bar. Akupuna here no.
That's one number on mood.
As again, you know that McGinney.
Don't do Nagama.
Yeah. Milho Caneso.
Gambotoni Lojan.
Milho Caneso.
So, obere ibe m chọrọ ịjụ mana m nwa akwụkwọ ha onye ajụjụ bara ana m ara mụtara
onye ajụjụ anakwa efe ụzọ
onye ajụ adị ajụ masị ya mana ọ na-ahụ nghọta ọ dị agwa ha ma ajụ ahụ ma ka m ghara ịnara oge ndị ọzọ ya eri anwụ dịka isi ekwu vidio nwere vidio imesibuga about anwụ nwa n'anyanwụ kezi achọrọ m ịmazi reason kezi kpata o ji wee nwee ka eji akaụntụ the movement of the earth
na foonu gị na-akọ ọtọ aka ọtọ o sloro dị nwanne.
okay asị m anwụ isi anwụ a na-ekwu esi na ọnya nwa bụ energy ịkpọ ya anwụ kezi ka esi wee na akaụntụ ya na ọnwa wee na akaụntụ the day of the month and the cycle of the life.
Yes.
Because of no anwụcha chi epuo ojikwa chi ejikwa ka nwere something different.
Time bụ control. Time bụ ịgwọchi anyanwụ ọ nweghị ebe ahụ ọ nọ mgbe ahụ ọ pụtara ka ọ na-anọ ị ga-afụ na ọ na-emuvu so that work clock efu na-eme ting all movement of anyanwụ bụ that because obi gị na-eme all that sun na-eme ka obi gị na-eme ịhụ na anya gị na-amụba tabi idekwe mkpu anya gị na-atabi the same thing ka your heart na-eme so that is the clock all control ọ na-take control of you it's like a protection so arụnsị bụ that arụnsị nsị ka ọ na-arụ ọ na-ekili ọ nọkwa everyday na-elu ọkwa na ụgwọ na-agwọ ọrịa ọ na-agwọ ịba everyday ka ọ na-apụta bụ ịgwọ ịba na ọ na-abịa ekili na ekpochasị oge ịzụ ụlọ ka ọ na-aza n'ụtụtụ na ịhụ na ịpụta n'otu akị anya gwụjikọcha gị anya everywhere ịgaga na bedroom gata ihu so mgbe ahụ pụtara ka ọ bịasa ahụ dị na ọbasa ahụ ịsaghị nwanne bọọlachi isi bọọlachi mgbe ahụ ịpụta anwụ abịa basa ahụ chiri asị ịsalachi isi salachi anwụ mana ịsabeghị echi bụ ọ na-esabeghị n'eziokwu ọ ga-ekwe ọ kwanye gị ebe isi ike ihe ezigbo ịta ezigbo ahụhụ ọsa gị ọ na-asa mmadụ banye ịta ahụhụ na punishment nkịta ịkpasuo nwa nkịta igwe nwa nkịta ọta gị ihe ahụ sharia law ka ụwa na so ịchọzi stop the sharia law you create a good law so to counter the use law against law if you create a sharia law then you counter the law of anyanwụ by common sense but if you don't do it anyanwụ will come ọkwa hurricane ọ bụrụ hurricane bịa ọ kwụrụ onye ọbụla gbapụ one side bụrụ na onwe na mmekochi na chọrọ ya gafere onwe so for you to bypass it you must create ezi omume ezinụlọ agbara ama ụwa ịfụnanya so ọ bịazie nyoo ọhụ na unu na-emezi ihe ọ chọrọ ọchị ụzọ nke ọzọ ọhụụ na-anaghị eme ihe ọ chọrọ maka ụmụ anụmanụ si eti mma ha ihe ụra ezigbo ụra gịnị ha ọpịa gị na-eti egwu ha ga-ata ha so that is it ọ bụ ihe anwụ na-eme ọbụghị time ịfụrụ control bụ na every bit of your life is taking control watch clock control this is where you have egoaro simple means law to read the law to read the law for people so that they should know they don't violate it ọnwa mbụ bụ gị na-amụ igwe ọnwa abụọ ezi omume which is a na-akpọ ibu ọnụ which is fasting and prayer ọnwa ife eke ezunori which is independent.
Ife nji jụba ife a bụrụ ife ji abụ nakọta asị na batrị nwụrụ anwụ na ife dịka batrị fon na batrị ma ngwụ etinyekwu ya n'ọkụ ọ chajikwa asịkwa
n'abalị anyanwụ abaa n'ime anị chaji ya onwe ya mgbe ahụ ọ bara na anị o jere chaji batrị anyanwụ jere chaji batrị n'abalị na ọ chaji batrị ọtọkwa n'ụtụtụ o jere chaji batrị
so we movement of the light ya na-ekwu okwu ya
at least what in the beginning is not ever shall be you can never stop nothing can stop it not even you so ọ bụrụ na ndị mmadụ nwere ike ịgbachi aka klọkụ azụ a ga-eme mana ha agaghị eme nwunye na nobody can do it je bụrụkwa ụmụazị jee nta akara boys have a good out.
Na
Oh, n'abalị ọ baa n'abalị chaji ya chaji chakwa ọpụtakwa ndị mmadụ chaji ka ọpụtakwa ndị mmadụ
ọrụ echi
ọrụ ahụhụ nke ụmụazị na ọrụ obodo once when ndị mmadụ na-ama once you decide to work for nature nwanne you will see it by yourself. So that you have to be the witness. That is the best thing. To be the witness is the most. They are judged on their own. One is not on their own. China is not on their own. It's not by their power. That's why they always say, in God we trust, in God we trust. Why? Yeah, can I believe it? Do about days, I say, and the American Kahamari, and I tell you, you're deceiving them. I look at can deceive why do they want to deceive you when he can with everything I need? So why are they going to deceive you? Why for what? So the reason why is that you make agreement with nature. Once you want to nurture, nature means nurture. Once you decide to go to Western world, they pay social, they take care of animals, they take care of imbeciles, they take care of everything, community, environment, trees, everything. So that is nurture. That is not. So once you are doing that, you make agreement with them. They will give you every information to crush the enemy, crush them totally. In totality. Also, where nature don't care. As long as they name here contrary, name nature, HP law, but nature, name be nature. Nature guy will get best work.
Ndị na-eme everything got their way. Anything at all, just for example, anything in here, a war and animal every down to Nagi, have